What is up, my Squirtleites? It is I, your king, welcoming you back to more Let's Play Destiny. In the last episode, as we continued our exploration adventures here in the Throne World, we took care of all of the lost sectors here. And there's only 3, so it wasn't really all that painful. Didn't take too long. But we got it all done, and now we are going to be continuing today by taking care of some evidence board quests. Now, we have this one here, Report Resonance Comp. We need to search 3 locations, all 3 locations, the major ones, Quagmire, Fluorescent Canal, and the Miasma, for sources of resonance. These are going to have osmic fragments that we need to get, as well as we're going to get Throne World weapons for our troubles, and we're going to go after each and every single one of these. You'll notice that there is a marker up here, and I'm just going to kind of follow this thing. But to do so, I need to actually approach this from the other side. So pardon me while I kind of make my way around here. Well, it actually kind of all looks like it's in the same spot. Maybe I could have just gone through there. We're going to kind of head around. And let's see. We have a big flashing thing here. What is this exactly? Let's scan this. Oh, hello there. Well, let's kill you really quickly. Looks like we suddenly have a fight. We got a resonant rune. What is that going to do for me, I wonder? Anything? Well, I guess we can just hold on to it for now. Let's head off to the Fluorescent Canal next and see what we can find. Okay, looks like our next stop is over here off to the right. Looks like it's over by this statue somewhere. I'm just going to kind of let everybody ignore me. Let me go invis so they just kind of get off my back here. Oh, hold on. Oh, can I just scan this? Okay, maybe I need to stand in here. There we go. That's a little bit better. All right, Ghost, what do you got? Oh, yeah, we got more enemies. Okay, let's take them out. Well, that was a lot simpler than I was expecting it to be. My goodness. We got another resonant rune for our troubles. So there's only one more in the Miasma then. All right, off we go. All right, and this one seems to just kind of be up on the cliff here. I think I can just make... No, well, never mind. I was hoping I could just make the jump to it, but that did not work as well as I would like. Luckily, the tree was my savior. All right, let's get rid of all y'all really quickly. And let's scan this thing. And I'm assuming it's going to send out one more batch of enemies. There we go. All right, kill them. Perfect. Very, very simply done. And with that, we get ourselves the last resonant rune. Next step, follow the new resonance to Witch's Echo to collect another osmic fragment. Okay, so it seems like we're going to be going into the tunnels. Good thing we ended here at the Miasma, so let's continue and see if we can't track this thing down. I'm just going to sparrow my way through here as much as I can. Be careful, there is a gap here, but if you hit this just right, you can actually make that gap. It's a little tricky to do. I definitely could have hit that angle better, but I made it, so we're good. All right, I'm just going to sparrow all the way through.
This is Imaru. We got interlopers in the area, and it looks like they've got their mitts on something special. The key to our defense of the Throne World.
Well, I was going to keep his name a secret, but...
Ghost. Sounds dedicated.
It looks like he's already decided to give it away. So yes, Imaru is the name of Savathun's ghost, and we're going to be learning a whole lot more about him actually in the future. Not so much here in Witch Queen, but a lot more a little bit later on in seasonal content. So bear with me on that. Let's just investigate this osmic fragment. And there we go. Also, hello there. Report your findings to the evidence board in the Enclave, and I think we will do that in this episode. But before we do that, there's one last thing I want to do before I leave the Throne World here, and that is just to tie up some loose ends. As I always do, we're going to go after all of the remaining region chests here in the Throne World. You'll notice that we've got 3 left in the Miasma, 3 left in Fluorescent Canal. Let's go hit those up. Okay, first up, we've got a region chest kind of over here at the area where you sort of enter from the Quagmire. That was a terrible grenade. That was one of the worst grenades I've ever thrown in my life. I do believe that it's actually just in here, so just walk into this cave and we'll get our first one. We get an Exodus Mark I. This is actually very nice. Remember to grab these if you are ever near the level floor, because pretty much everything out of the region chest is just going to be guaranteed to raise your power level a little bit. So given that I actually am in that situation at the moment, that is probably a good thing. So let's continue up this way. I believe our next region chest is up high somewhere. I could be wrong about that, but I do have a hunch that it is up high. If not, I think I'm right on top of it. Let's see. Nope, I am a little... It's actually to my left somewhere. Let's see. It actually might be, in fact, down below. Let's see if we can track this guy down as I'm just getting casually shot at. I do appear to basically be... I could have sworn it was up high. Was I not looking in the right spot? Maybe I'm crazy here. Hold on. Let me go back up again, and I'll be able to track this thing down. I don't think it's this one. Yep, that's just a regular world chest. I mean, I'll take it. It's a nice thing to have, but I'm going to go up and over it. But yeah, it was up high. Okay, that's what I thought. I was just looking on the wrong side. There's also a little deep sight thing here, but I'm pretty sure that's a tier... Oh, I was going to say tier 3, but it's actually a tier 2. We'll take that. I got a heliocentric QSC out of that. That's kind of nice. And then we got one more region chest over this away. So let's make a beeline towards that, and then we can return to the fluorescent canal one last time, at least one last time in this episode. So off we go. This one, is this up by the cliffs somewhere? I think it is. I think it's actually in a cave somewhere. Nope, not there. Let's see. I'm going to go this way. And then I'm going to make my way up. Oh, I can't actually go up high, though. That's the thing. Very, very strange. Well, hold on. I'm getting shot at. Let me kill him. Oh, here we go. This is promising. Let's go in here. There we go. Now, this is what I'm talking about. This is a cave. And bingo. All right. That is all of the region chests here. You also notice they give you quite the reputation boost. So we got a whole nother rank up. This has been how many episodes? What? Is this the 3rd episode? And we've gotten 3 ranks up over the course of it. And everything that I've been doing in this area, you've pretty much seen on screen. So it's not like it's taken me very long to get all of those. And I'm not even maximizing my time or anything. I'm just kind of passively grabbing osmium, whatever they're called. I always forget the name of them whenever I frickin' pick them up. Those gray, silvery thingies that give you extra rank up and chests and things of that nature. But anyway, now that we're in the fluorescent canal, our next stop, our first stop actually, is going to be over this way. We're going to want to head all the way up here and off to the left. And this is where we're going to find our first region chest, if I'm not mistaken. I believe it's right on the end here. Indeed it is. But I also think... Is it on the outside or is it up above? It's one of the two. I don't think it's right there. And yeah, I don't think it's down the cliff either. So let's see. Can I hop up this? Oh, maybe I can vault that. There we go. Is it on the top of this thing? It is. Okay, so there's our first one. We'll take that as I throw a grenade at all of these guys. Try to get rid of all of them. Perfect. Okay, and oh, look, more things for me to grab. Fundamental osmium. There we go. That's what they're called. I always forget that for some reason. So our next stop is actually kind of directly in front of us. I think it's actually... Is it down there? It might... Oh, it is. I believe it is. Hop down. And there we go. Another region chest. Very simple. Get a Botheration Mark 28 for your troubles. And all that remains is one more. And it is all the way in the back. Or I guess the front, depending on if you enter from the quagmire or not. Can I sparrow this gap here? I think I can. Or actually, there is a path here. I didn't even realize that. A little bit of a bridge. Okay, let's go down this way. And I do believe this is the area we want to be in. Let's just verify one more time. Okay, I am slightly past it. It's actually over here somewhere. On the other side of this, perchance. It looks like it. Yep, right there around the backside. And there we go. That is all of the region chests, and with that, we get the Gift of Appreciation. It says, defeat Lucent Brood and complete a public event in the Fluorescent Canal. This all has to do with Finch's patrol quests. This is something that I'm going to kind of complete passively as we continue to move throughout here. I mean, obviously, I have to go out of my way for the public event, but as we continue to finish that quest, you can see we're also going to get giant chunks of Throne World rank, which are also going to be necessary for getting that thing maxed out. Eventually, we will, in fact, hit the level necessary to get our tier 3s. We're getting there. We really are getting there. But for now, let's head off to the Enclave. All right, couple things we can do here. First things first, let's head off to the evidence board and log what we found out there with that osmium fragment. Report resonance comp. Review the case on the evidence board in the Enclave. Let's take a look. The complementary resonance led you to 3 resonant hive runes, fiercely protected by the Lucent Brood. From there, Ghost was able to lock onto the signal of a nearby osmic fragment, which led directly to your prime suspect, Immaru, Savathun's ghost. What could he be planning with these osmic fragments? How do the resonant hive runes fit in? Is there the connection? Is this where the connection to the relic lies? You step back and stare at the empty space on the board. Soon it'll be filled with evidence. Report back later for further developments. Okay, we have all these reports now. We got Report Alter Reflect. New report awaits you on the evidence board. The Hidden have all but confirmed the emergence of a new access point to the Altar of Reflection. With Savathun out of commission, this chance to delve into another of her memories is too good to pass up. Ikoran wants you to bring the Enigma to the altar and see if you can uncover any remaining psychic traces. The glaive is the investigation's strongest link between the relic and the Witch Queen. In fact, it's the only link you have. If you're looking for answers to Ikora's lingering questions, why Savathun chose to reappear over Mars, what her ghost is up to, what they know about the Witness and what's to come, then the altar is your best shot. Bring the Enigma to the new altar access point in the Temple of the Wrathful and see what you can uncover. We got more. We got Relic Data and Pyramid Inspect. Okay. New intel awaits you on the evidence board. Paracausal energy signatures detected in evidence A, aka Osmic Fragment, share indeterminate link with temporal patterns consumed by Artifact X, aka the Relic. So far, evidence A elicits no response from Artifact X, but more investigation is needed. In other words, the darkness energy infused in the osmic fragments from Finch is compatible with the Relic. Those energy readings are strikingly similar to the weapon patterns used to operate the Relic. The Hidden think the fragments are essentially weak, incomplete patterns, but they need more data to be certain. Shape more weapons using the Relic to confirm this connection. By analyzing complete patterns, you might be able to determine whether the osmic fragments are truly compatible with the Relic. And for our last one, report Pyramid Inspect. You walk up to the evidence board and select a file. It contains a message not from Ikora or the Hidden, but Mara Sov. While investigating the sunken pyramid, I encountered Scorn amassing in large numbers within. Regardless of how many of the wretches I slaughtered, more flooded in to take their place. With Rolk dead, we naturally assumed they would abandon the pyramid, but clearly they have other plans. Furthermore, they appeared to be co-opting hive magics for reasons I was unable to decipher. Perhaps this has something to do with your ongoing investigation. I have not the time to stay and fight. More urgent matters call my attention away. This situation, however, should be attended to promptly, as the Scorn show no signs of slowing their advance. The Scorn using hive magic, huh? That is curious. A lead from the Awoken Queen is certainly worth checking out. Investigate the sunken pyramid in the throne world to learn why the Scorn are rising up and how to put a stop to it. Okay, so the first two of those quests that we grabbed, and we'll talk about the Pyramid Inspect later. I grabbed those, but I'm actually going to be saving that for a different episode, are Alter Reflect and Relic Data. Now, Relic Data is actually the path we need to take to eventually get ourselves an exotic, and a class-specific exotic at that. There are 3 exotic glaives that can be gotten, one for each class that have different abilities. What we need to do, though, is we need to shape all of the weapons, the Throne World weapons, at the Relic in the Enclave, and this is easier said than done, because not every single one of them is instantly unlocked. One of them, I believe, for instance, is one that you have to get by leveling up with Finch, but we're going to head down here to the Relic really quickly. Let's take a look at the Conduit first. And you can see here, Foundry Shaping, got myself some enhancement cores. I will take that. The Relic on the Enclave of Mars, we need to shape some things. So I can shape the Taipan 4FR or Amet RAR2. I can also shape, let's see, Revision 0. No, we're going to ignore that for now. Fusion Rifle. Okay, Likely Suspect. I can shape this one. So let's take the Rapid Fire Frame. We are going to grab Polygonal Rifling. We're going to grab Enhanced Battery. I'm going to grab, let's go with Firmly Planted. And I actually, okay, I do have enough. And then Adagio or Wellspring. I think I'm going to go with Adagio, actually. And then we'll just shape that weapon. And that will finish Likely Suspect. So that is the first one of those done. Approach the Relic again. There are more to be done. We also have a heavy here. It is Red Herring, but oh, my weapon inventory is full. Okay, I think that one is that one necessary right now? It is. Okay, so I need to get that one, but I'm still lacking empirical evidence, which I'm obviously going to need to get more red borders of to actually do. But there's actually a second step to that. Those aren't the only ones that we need to get done. So let me access the vault here really quickly. And do excuse me as I had to put some things away so that I can do that. Now we can go back and craft red herring. It also wants us to craft that omelet. I don't know if I'm going to have enough enhancement cores to get this done, but I will certainly try. I'm going to start with red herring here. So let's do that. Adaptive frame. Okay, I'm going to go with counter mass. I'm going to go with, let's go with high velocity rounds. Ensemble's probably pretty good in this instance, and so is golden tricorn. So let's shape the weapon. It looks like I should have enough because I only need 6 enhancement cores per shaping. So let's do that. Now I need to either do the Taipan or the Amit, and the Taipan is actually a good DPS weapon. But given that I've pretty much already passed all the moments where I need really high DPS, I'm not going to beat myself up too much for not having it. Let's go with the Amit here. The solar weapon. Give it precision frame. We're going to go with polygonal rifling again. This time I'm going to go with the alloy mag. I'm going to go with turnabout. And then I'm going to go with one for all, as that is actually a damage perk. And there we go. So that'll actually finish something for me. Foundry shaping is done. Level up a shaped weapon by completing activities defeating targets with the weapon. Upon leveling up, your shaped weapon will begin to unlock new perk capabilities. You can do that. You can also do this. But apparently that doesn't work. Okay, never mind. I thought that I was going to be able to get away with that, but alas, that does not work. So you can, in fact, spend enhancement cores to increase your weapon level automatically, but it doesn't work for the quest, so we're going to have to actually use this Amit to get by, which means that I'm probably going to switch to solar for the next little bit. But we have a whole bunch of leads. We have things to go off of here. So we got Alter Reflect, we got Relic Data, we got Pyramid Inspect. These are all important things. But you know what? Here's the thing. We have a raid to do, and normally, and thus far in this Let's Play, I haven't been including the raids in with the expansions, just because trying to get those uploaded in time has not been the easiest thing to do. But the raid for this expansion is so important and so intrinsically tied to the events of the story. I mean, and that's happened before. Like Last Wish, definitely important to the Dreaming City. Deepstone Crypt, definitely important to the Beyond Light expansion. They do have their place, certainly. But for the actual natural progression of story events, rather than being the last thing that you do or one of the last things you do, this is more of a situation where you really cannot go any further until you've seen what's in the raid. So, in the next episode, guys, we are going to be heading on into the Vow of the Disciple raid, going over each of the encounters within, and it's going to be a multiple episode affair. It's going to take a little while, but it's a raid, so that's what you should be expecting by this point. I hope you're all looking forward to that. It's a good one. In fact, it's so good, it's actually my favorite raid in the entire game. I will see you all in the next one.